sit silent in dismay. It won't break this feeling down. If I conquered this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Gigabyte Dota 2 challenge. My name is Knoxville. I'm going to be casting a winners bracket semi-final match here between Energy Evolution and Carbon, along with Mudpacks, joining us all the way from sunny Canada.
It is actually it's pretty sunny today. I've got laundry out, you know. Good. Soon it'll be cold and winter. I have to wear slippers though in my basement now. And officially, it was the first day of fall yesterday here, so cold. All right. Well, these bans aren't. That's shocking. The only real difference would be there's no Chick ban and there's no Queen of Pain ban.
But Spirit Breaker in South African Dota, I think Spirit Breaker 17% is actually like 25%, 30%.
Oh, that must be the conversion rate, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really bad exchange rates at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, so these are two titans in the South African scene, for those tuning in who have no idea. Energy Evolution and Carbon, two of the top three teams. I think both of them a little bit behind that of Bravado Gaming. Carbon Dota themselves were part of Bravado Gaming, but joined a new MGO recently. And I think that was in their first tournament out of the Bravado MGO that they ended up beating Bravado. But since then, it's been a lot more balanced. Energy, the old rivals of Bravado Gaming now, new kid on the block with Carbon. But yeah, for most parts, a lot of recognized players in South Africa: Rage Boss, Plick, RDK, 225, Impact, all familiar faces, and obviously the Carbon boys: Dreamy, Chelsea, Smacker, and Chosen One. Here comes the Lina for Winter Wyvern Earthshaker. What do you think about this opening? I think Lina's definitely worth the first pick still.
Oh yeah, I would say so. Especially if you've got anyone who really wants to run in the mid lane. And then of course you always have that nice like 4th role Lina. And it does kind of like Energy Evolution have to take the Earthshaker, I feel. Like, do you really want to give up Lina Earthshaker? I don't think you do. So I was just about to say, and then sometimes you'll see them go right back for that Shadow Fiend. So this does leave you with the safe lane Shadow Fiend being available there on the Radiant side. So it's always a nice pick snag.
Yeah, it's actually one of the heroes that Chosen One likes to play a lot. And Lina's more of a smacker hero, but it might mix up roles or mix up heroes in this game. Just to be efficient.
It really varies by team. Like Jerax, for example, like every time that grab the Lina, it's just like, okay, this is probably going, for position. Yeah. I wouldn't even assume it was going to be mid. So kind of the same idea here. And popular offlaner still left is, well, I mean, obviously the Earthshaker could be an offlaner, and fairly good when you've got Winter Wyvern too. So you might see the Clockwork possibly banned out here from Energy Evolution if they don't want Carbon to grab that. Pretty nice of Lina.
Yeah, the Bane ban here. I think a little bit of respect for Carbon, as Carbon were running Bane and Mirana, age-old classic. They brought back in a recent win against DUC. I think it was in the quarterfinals. I managed to catch a bit of that, although Chosen One playing the Mirana missed a lot of arrows. So yeah, on a sleeping target, I don't think there's an excuse for that. So yeah, the Bane banned out nonetheless, and yeah, offlane hero still definitely needed for Energy Evolution. I'm convinced that this Earthshaker is a support for them, and that means Carbon need definitely an offlaner of their own. And some support.
Tusk, Clockwork, Darkseer's really, I guess Spiritbreaker too, the only real offlaners that you've been banned out so far. Although the pool is a little shallow right now. Pretty much it is Shaker, Tusk, Clock.
I think Clockwork seems like the higher priority for me, but at the moment, Tusker seems to have dropped down a little bit in just general popularity.
Yeah, I've seen him quite a bit in the NA scene. He's more of like the 3rd and 5th role. DC started playing that a bit with Biryu. He's been playing a little bit of 5 role. Tusk seem to be working out okay. Still gank the mid lane fairly early using snowballs, so kind of similar to just like an offlane Earthshaker, really, an offlane Tusk really, because he can actually do stuff before he's 6.
But what's nice about it is both aggressive and defensive. Snowball can be a great setup spell, but can also be something to save a allied hero which has been stunned for a long period of time. So the Rubik ban indicates that they don't want any good disable, I think, from Carbon, and we're gonna see the Scarith Mage, a solid hero against Earthshaker and Ember Spirit. The Silence able to lock down Ember Spirit, able to keep him as immobile as they can keep him.
Yeah, and you know who Skywrath Mage's best friend is? It's that Clockwork.
It's actually quite weird. I remember looking up the stats about Skywrath Mage and Clockwork together, and like their win rate was just terrible for a period of time in it might have been late 6.83 or early 6.84. It was like 4 and 12 or something. It was very unnatural. But I looked at the actual individual games, and it was just like it wasn't that pair that was the downfall, really.
Yeah, it's something that them kind of go back for. In this game, I mean, it's a little higher. This would require like Silence plus the Mystic Flare being dumped inside on top of like the Ember Spirit, for example. But the other good thing about Clockwork here is that if you ever catch Earthshaker, it's just so sad. Cast anything, maybe he gets off the Echo Slam, but chances are that'll just be wasted, and they'll just grab it for themselves. That makes a lot of sense here.
So as much as a deny pick as it is a solid offlane hero for Energy Evolution, they get the Clockwork. And looks like we're going to have to see a new line of attack for Carbon.
I guess it depends on how their offlaner views Tusk. If it's someone who's played a lot of Tusk and he's like, yeah, I want it in the offlane, then I think it is a good pick here. Yeah, they'll go for it. Because it'll get banned out if they don't take it right here.
Yeah, the thing is that I think that even in their mind, it might still be a support. It might be Skywrath Tusk as like a kind of a roaming support.
Yeah.
Duo. But I mean, Shadow Fiend is pretty self-sufficient in the safe lane, even against, well, not even against the Clockwork, but it's fine against the Clockwork. And this Huskar ban, a little bit of a recent trend that we've seen. A lot of pro teams who have a Huskar player able to, pull out the bag, but also a very solid hero in the South African scene. I don't actually think I've seen it lose a game in this recent tournament. And PL, final ban.
Yeah, that makes sense too. You know who, speaking of PL, who has not been fully mentioned is actually the Gyrocopter. And if they wanted to run an Ember mid, Gyro being okay. Now you do have the Lina, and the Tusk. Fairly good up against the Gyrocopter, but he is so strong right now.
Yeah, Gyrocopter. Okay, they're gonna go TA. So this is actually a classic Plick hero. Suggests to me
Classic
that
anti-Lina hero.
it is actually probably the only hero in the game which it does okay against Lina in the mid lane. Like very fine, able to farm, not pushed out of lane, not harassed, and isn't almost instantly killed at level 6 by Lina.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
So we got Ember for the safe lane, Clockwork for the off lane. Probably gonna be seeing Earthshaker helping secure mid for the TA. Winter Wyvern is the more babysitter for energy, and then for Carbon, what do you think they're missing here? What do you think their final piece of their draft is going to be?
I think they're pondering something like the. I don't know. I guess it really depends. I don't know players too well. I'm liking mid Shadow Fiend, the mid Lina actually, and then Tusk off, and then Shadow Fiend safe lane. But it just depends, if they like the Tusk in the off lane. They have just so many options here that go for a hard carry here too. Go back for something like I don't even know. Say TA.
So,
all right then.
So then Dying.
Dual lanes.
Dying's pretty solid against the Templar Assassin, the zombies coming in, trying to keep it slowed up. Break through refraction, individual. Yeah, I think it's an okay hero. I'm going to be interested to see what its role is for the first 5 minutes of the game. If it's going to stand top with the Tuskar and just be a annoying dual lane, if it's going to be the puller, exactly what specifically how the lane's dynamic is going to set up here. But Smacker picking up the Lina, chosen one on the Shadow Fiend, and yeah, let's take us through the sides. I'll take us through the side of pause coming out here. For Carbon, it's going to be Dreamy on the Undying. He's the one who just paused out. Gant on the Skyreth Mage. Smacker can be playing the Lina. Chelsea heading towards the off lane on Tusk. And Chosen One on the Shadow Fiend.
Alright. And over here, he's already got that nice little TP going down to the bottom lane. Looks like it's going to be Rage Boss on the Clockwork. We have in Plick on the Templar Assassin, 225 on the Winter Wyvern, Impact on the Earthshaker, and then our here. Oh, he's hidden in the back. RDK back there on the Ever Spirit.
Yeah, unusual starting items for the Winter Wyvern, I think. Mango as a level 1 item on the support's Winter Wyvern.
I guess it's because they might be fearing this dual offlane of the Tusk and the Undying. With all the ice shards and everything, even just that little bit of extra health regen could be very helpful.
Yeah, it uses 100% of his gold, and they're heading towards the top lane. It's going to be Chelsea heading there himself. I want to say, has got a a favored matchup in some ways, if it's just the Ember Spirits as well as the Earthshaker and the Winter Wyvern here. I don't think that we'll see a very, very early kill on him. Especially with Dreamy, who looks like he's going to be hanging around in the top lane. So dual lane's coming out for Carbon. And Shadow Fiend looking to try to secure the bottom rune.
Yeah, this will be really good actually, because Impact, if he wants to try and roam mid to help Click, or maybe try and put any sort of damage on top of what looks like Chosen One's going to be mid on the Shadow Fiend, obviously. So, be pretty wide open. Like Ember Spirit, Winter Wyvern, I'm pretty sure the Winter Wyvern is just going to die against Undying Tusk.
Yeah. That's Fissure coming off here.
That's a nice Fissure
Chelsea's
block.
actually in a lot of trouble here, and Flick's doing some solid damage here. Hasn't actually even taken a skill. Now he's taking the side blades. He's running where he's going to be able to just escape popping oneself.
So close yet so far. So let's see here. So Stillborn have a pretty good time down here against the Clockwork. So yeah, you can see Rage Boss is already going to try and start do some blocks. Look like, what did he get? Yeah, he missed. He only got the range creep, unfortunately. So it'll still push though.
And Chosen One trying to trade as many right clicks as he can with Plick. Plick already sending out a self for himself. Two shared
wise
tangos.
decision. And now the refraction's up though. Life isn't quite as easy as it was. See, in terms of wards, they already checked for that lane ward, but unlucky there. And are they still holding one? They're not. They lose it? It looks like they lost it. I believe they had it here, and they got dewarded.
So, Chosen One as Shadow Fiend, very experienced. Plick as TA, very experienced. How do you think the like baseline TA versus SF matchup is, especially when the SF's on the Radiant side? Do you think it's A, or do you think it's slightly SF?
I mean, it's a lot of skill matchup. I think a lot of it comes down just that initial block wave as to who's able to control the high ground and everything. But it looks like, in terms of how this is going, I would say it's probably SF favored.
And
just because if refraction gets burst down, but
what I also think is, even if it's not SF favored, he's in a position where he can just go to the jungle and clear some stacks.
Yeah, makes life pretty easy. Like TA obviously pretty good at clearing stacks too, but that's not going to be for quite a few levels. Whereas once you're like level 5 on Shadow Fiend, you'll have a pretty good time. You can just see right now how much you can bully her out. Oh, is that fully blocked? Nice block. So how long till refractions? Oh, we won't have the mana for it. So there is still a play here from Chosen One, but he's actually just going to opt for the walk around. He won't get that rune though.
Yeah, top rune snagged up by Impact. It's one of the older support players in the country. A lot of players in South Africa have really changed their roles in recent time. Rage Boss taking a lot of damage in the bottom lane, and Scant and Smack are going to combo up to get a relatively easy first blood, despite Smacker missing his Light Strike array. So that's one for the books. And Carbon taking first blood.
Oh, looks like top lane as well. RDK is actually going to go down under the tower. The Tombstone has been dropped, and the full fury of this dual off lane is in force here. It'll drop as well. Impact's gonna come and try and get a little bit of cleanup here on Dreamy. He's got some decay stacks though, and without any mana for Fisher, he's just gonna walk away. I think he even has the turn. No, they have the same movement speed. Easy game.
Oh, and he even cancels on the backswing there. So yeah, Dreamy's gonna have to probably go base. Chelsea has 2 tangos, so he'll stay here and lap up some experience and a couple of last hits here or there.
And looks like Scant's gonna just head mid. Wrath Mage is so frustrating to play against. The amount of harass that he can output to someone like he's already dealt with Rage Boss. Like that lane's over.
Yeah.
So Scant's just heading mid. He's like, I'm gonna go, something over here.
Yeah, the thing about the
out.
dynamic of if you have an advantage as Lena and you're going up against an off-lane Clock, is that Clock really has to make sure every time he uses power cogs, it bounces the Lena back. If he doesn't, then it's just a situation of Lena getting an easy Light Strike array, easy Dragon Slave, and when that happens, you kind of have to go base or pop herself.
Yeah, if he wants to get any more full waves, he's probably gonna have to start doing more of those cog shenanigans. It looks like he will get himself a nice little bounty rune here though.
Yeah, Scan's too busy making a pull here for the Shadow Fiend. First stack of the hard camp. Medium camp hasn't been stacked at all.
Oh, looks like they got a nice ward up here from Dreamy. I don't think that was spotted out. So that'll be nice. And there's been a few stacks as well over here for the Dire. We got the big old hard camp stack there, so fairly even in terms of the farm. Oh wow, that is a huge stack in general. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, that hard camp is the thing is SS having such a good time middle. I think there's a possibility even 1 or 2 more stacks happen on that big camp.
I mean, I would be giving those to Stillborn just simply so he could get himself a Yules. Bring the Tusk down bottom if you really wanted to. Faster the Yules is there's a lot of easy pickoffs.
I think especially on something like the Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
And before he's got level 6, he's very relatively easy to kill. The thing is, later on, once he's used 1 or 2 spirits, he's still moderately easy if you have a such a reliable silence as Scarith Mage.
I'm sure the G-Set's moving up on farm. They can just get some smoke ganks going, and you can see Dreamy's just bullying Impact and RDK completely away up here, and they will get the shard block, but oh yeah, this is gonna go. Tombstone's dropped, and it's time to retreat. Impact won't be able to do anything. He'll have one totem.
I think there's also an interesting spell build here from Undying. Just before that, this is only level 1 Tombstone that he put down. So he took 2 in Decay. It must have been like a level up during a spell Rage Boss, just catching the end of his death at the bottom lane. So Carbon, very early, quite significant lead, I think. 5 kills, and most importantly, quite a lot of lane, not just advantage, I think dominance is more appropriate. Ooh, Scant. As Scouts out, Plick picking up this haste rune. And Plick opting for 2 in Cyblades, wanting to maybe try stack and clear the Ancients with a couple more levels. Probably level 8 or so.
Yeah, the stacks of the Cyblades have been very popular lately, especially just because we have all these, jungle camp farming mids, and when you're behind, it's one of the best ways that you can actually get back into the game.
Yeah.
Very difficult for them to sort of a fight because there are 2 TP scrolls up now for Dreamy and Chelsea up top. It just means if there's any sort of dives coming on Chosen One or even onto Stillborn when Rage Boss eventually hits 6, it's going to be extremely dangerous.
Oh, nice. Dreamy is being so like cautious, yet at the same time so annoying. Going top
here
on.
They go.
Yeah, here they go on the Ember Spirit. Oh, really nice vision coming down. Tombstone comes out. It's not doing enough damage quick enough, and Dreamy looks like he's going to fall down here. But the Tombstone is still up, and Impact trying to bring that down. Chelsea trying his best to do things here, but going to be able to escape.
I thought he was going to get the totem coming off cooldown.
Yeah, so a decent kind of recovery kill happening there for Energy Esports. And they get the level 2 Tombstone as well.
Yeah, I believe Impact was walking like right over here, just to the right of that ward, and they didn't quite spot it out.
Yeah.
And so
really
they went
good
down.
vision.
But yeah, that's one of the problems though, is that sometimes with those dual off lanes, you get a little too aggressive, and you're like, oh, this is easy, let's get another kill, and that does give a lot back to the Ember Spirit.
That's true, but I mean, Chelsea's now. Oh, are we going to see a snowball? Yeah, we are. Impact taking a lot of damage here. Fissure does come out, and Impact's trying to run in such an awkward angle. If you just ran there, oh no, obviously Arcane Boots versus Boots, and we're gonna see some counter warding happening here in the top lane. The Arcane Boots, early Arcane Boots on the Tusk are so problematic. Allows them to just spam those ice shards, and RDK gonna throw down a remnant and TP home, get some regen going.
Yeah, and Plex now headed over into those ancient stacks. So Rage Boss, like, alright, I've had enough bottom. I'm just coming mid. Now this will completely signal to Carbon what's going on. That either TA's over here or she's in the jungle. There's no other option. So maybe Scant's gonna try and kind of risky for him to try and skate this out on his own. Radiant Vision, I don't think he got a peek at that.
I think he's just gonna go for another stack here. The hard camp stack was cleaned up by Shadow Fiend. In terms of last hits, he's at 52, only outdone by his teammate, the Leaner, on 53. So in terms of gold, 4,000 advantage for Cobbs and 3,500 experience.
Yeah, I'll smack it.
Oh, Dreamy's in a lot of trouble here.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna get off one more decay? He does get off that decay. He's gonna just try to fight his way around here. This Tombstone's doing a lot of damage, though. They're gonna focus it down. One has to just ask themselves, if there was one more hero here, one more damage dealer, would that have been able to maybe be a very rapid turnaround, maybe 3 or 4 kills, if it turned out to be, I think, the Leaner there. A lot of melee heroes, actually. So when the Tombstone goes down, like a nice light strike array, Mr. Kills up Chelsea killing out the Winter Wyvern. Yeah, I think he's going to die for that one.
He's making a lot of space. Let's get the creeps to snowball too, but it's not for another 5 seconds, so it's going to be pretty hard to make any sort of a play here, and he'll just drop down.
Meanwhile, bottom lane taking a lot of tower harass. The tower taking a lot of harass.
Yeah, Smackage is a completely free lane. Like, no one can come down here. We haven't even seen a Laguna Blade yet this game, simply because there's no reason. Complete city, complete free farm. And SF's not doing too bad either. He's about 100 and some behind the TA, but she's farming some ancients and stuff, and he's still got a couple jungle camps to go back to. Let's see.
Oh yeah, stun coming out. Blick taking a lot of damage here. And silenced up, but managing to have that refraction early saved his life, really.
I wonder if Stillborn's going to go for some sort of like a blink build, if he's like kind of the initiation at long range. They do have the Tusk, but something a little bit more instant can always be a little bit more effective. Oh, nice. Rage Boss, this is so perfect right now. They have the flare up, ready. We're at Fisher range, so if they spot this out. Oh, here we go. Oh, everyone's in the way though. There we go. Oh no.
Rage Boss just TPs to hooks into his ally, and Plick is going to be in a lot of trouble here. Warrior's Punch. Macca's quite low here. He doesn't want to do anything aggressive, but there's a Shadow Fiend here. One hit off, 2 hits off. And the Ice Shot's going to come in at great range. Quick over there by Chelsea. 9 for 3. 2 kills going the way of Carbon. A mouse disconnects itself from my computer.
A range of ice shards. Tell ya. It's actually absurd. 1800 cast range. That's like further than Laguna does, or Dragon Slave does damage. It's like 1400 or something, or 1225. Dragon Slave can even hit.
It's insane.
Anyway, Dreamy's been gone on up top by RDK, and he'll drop the Tombstone. But oh yeah, there's a remnant. Oh no, the silence Dreamy. Gonna try to turn this around. He's got some more Arctic bolts coming in. I think he's good. These arcane bolts. Flame Guard probably not gonna be enough to save him here. RDK will just go down. No more remnants for another 4 seconds. Easy.
See, that's the thing, is if you commit with remnants to make a kill, then you're saying, I'm gonna get a kill and I'm probably gonna die if they're in a good position to counter it. Oh, Snowball coming in the mid lane. Flick taking a bit of damage. Ice Shard's coming out. Winter Wyvern throwing his ulti down on Chelsea. It's actually doing very little. Refraction still got some good time. And one more hit. You need Ice Shards. And Plick is going to be able to heal on up here. 2 to 5 helping him out a bit.
Great rotations from Attack. That's like the 4th gank that he has completely saved. So, stemming the bleeding quite a bit after being down so much for his team. And we're seeing some movement here now from Stillborn. He's heading up to the top lane, or Smacka. And he's got the point booster. So it looks like he's going right for that Ag. So, good for dealing with the First Spirit, you know, bit of the lane guard annoyance.
RDK. Gonna get silenced up here. Here comes the stun. It's going to actually whiff Smacka. Able to sneak on out of that one.
Yeah, that's a little frustrating. It's hard to hit the LSA on a hero like him. You just run kind of in circles. Nice hookshot in though. And the cogs, he will be able to pop me. He had to wait a little bit for mana regen. Chelsea. Blunderblast has to hit on to Smacka, but he's safe back there. And from back into safety, he's the enemy Fisher. Get off a few kills. Down. Tombstone obviously drops, so RDK in the tower, throw down. He's got a little bit of an escape plan. Scans chasing Impact, sticking around Fisher in about 5 seconds. I know they just want this tower, but Dreamy's digging deep. He's gonna find him. He's got K stack. There is a as well, so we're gonna lose RDK now. Now what's the re-goose here? Yeah, they have a DD.
Well, so Carbon are gonna get scouted out because of the Tempo Assassin trap, but
Yeah, there's a flare coming. Well, but I mean,
I mean they have the mechanism. I think they can quite easily pop that off and scope the fight. They do so much damage right now. The double damage really significant on Chosen One, but very important is the presence of the Dark Lord. 5 armor reduction, pretty huge.
and he's almost got a BKB.
And the medallion on Odu. It's another 7 casual.
Not something you see too often, but it's a nice little pickup there. Back BKBSF is just, it's so good right now. Right up until about 30 minutes. It's like completely his power window. And with the blink and the glimmer cape, there's so much to keep him alive. Other than just an Aegis and a now BKB. So a lot of that will be focused on Smacko. And now with his Ags, this is very difficult. I'm not sure there's no blink dagger anytime soon for Impact.
Yeah, Trusty Flick just trying to get some chip damage in here and gonna get shotted
Nice.
in. Gonna take a lot of damage actually here. Snowball gonna be used, the flare as well, and the Laguna Blade. Chelsea living life on the edge here.
Oof. I'm really liking the way this draft's coming together here from Carbon.
Yeah, for a long time, Scan's been regarded as like one of the best drafters in the country. It's always been a huge asset to his team. And when he left Bravado Emotion, there was a period of time when their weakest part was the lack of like a solid drafter. And since then, a lot of their players have really like picked up that mantle, become a lot better at drafting. But sometimes, I think almost in every game that Carbon squad beats the Bravado squad, it's like the draft is a significant factor.
So what's the comeback here? You can see Rage Bosses has to go for 2 bracers. You know you're in desperation territory. It's up to 1252, but like 950 pure damage. Some pretty scary stuff. So three levels away from that for Smacka, but just sitting at a 675 is just so brutal for 20 minutes.
I think they just need to kind of create space from RDK, and that might mean just trying to create chaos. Whether it's losing, it's large like a lot of fights, but trading 3 for 4 or whatever the situation is. Just even if you're losing team fights and you're buying him space, then that's fine. Can't afford to have anyone else trying to take stuff off the map right now. Click has got to kind of start fight moding.
Yeah. Just hope, like, the Battlefield, it is getting closer, only the Perseverance to go, and he's 300 gold into it right now. Looks like there's a giant group here bottom. They're all smoked up, looking to find something. Right under a ward too, so they're not seeing coming at all. Quick Hogs reaction from Rage Boss. Chelsea blinks in, but he is pushed, but it looks like Rage Boss will pay for this smoke gang. So they get exactly what they want.
And this DD on SF once again being a significant factor in the game. TR5 biggest individual crit was a Super Shadow Fiend with double damage.
How much was it?
1351, I think.
Easy.
Something like that. Oh, Tombstone put down on the high ground as the wave dies. Maybe a little bit premature, but they're committing to it. They have the Aegis on the Shadow Fiend, and he's also taking tower aggro here. To see a soul rip up on it though. Oh,
Yeah,
Chelsea isolating
more
impact on
reactions.
the side, and Earthshaker dying. That's a very very significant part of the defense here. Ember Spirit still top lane, needs to just teleport in here. Needs to start fighting. Melee racks are gonna fall. Tombstone is not down, but
Yeah. You can see where Chelsea's positioning himself. He's just sitting next to Smacka saying, Clockwork, you managed to land this hook. He's gonna glimmer her, I'm gonna snowball her, and you're gonna die. Yeah. Racks down. They'll simply back away, and times are looking pretty tough here for the Energy boys.
Yule's in the top lane. Smacker trying to just keep Plick in isolation. And one hit, 2 hits. Smacker gonna live on 9 HP. RDK does
flare?
pick up
Where's the flare? Smacker's not moving. He doesn't want to risk it. Come on. Give the flare. Maybe he wasn't. I mean, you gotta try. You're in found anyway. Abu.
Too busy buying things.
Apparently. I imagine he's probably going for the force staff. That's one of the better items when you're pretty far down as a clockwork.
Yeah.
Like, get that cogs that your team needs, and then just get the hell out of there because you know you're gonna die if you stay there for more than 2 seconds.
So we have a just under 23 minutes Battle Fury pickup here by Rage Boss. Quite late on an Ember Spirit in a 1 position, but definitely not the latest we've seen, especially he does have Aquila and does have full trades. I mean, I would think that with Aquila and trades in a safe lane, probably your average is like, what, like 19 minutes? 18 minutes? Probably 18.
Yeah, probably around 18.
So
now...
5 minutes later, 14 kills down, 20,000 gold behind.
Yeah, at the same time that he's finishing up a Valkyrie, it looks like the blink right on top, and the Requiem for points. Rage Boss still in there though. I don't know if he wants to be a part of this anymore though. Raises. Oh, can he get away? Nope. Dreaming on top of impact. There won't be a stun though.
I think they'll gladly take a 2 core kill and start pushing the top lane here. So what do you think is, like, do you think that Energy have a way back in this game, or do you think this is pretty much a done arena?
I mean, the Radiant went pretty defensive builds. I assume this will be a BKB for Smacka too. So they didn't go that full hyper aggressive throw build with BKB on Chosen One unless he gets caught out ridiculously. Like, there has to be a 5-man Winter's Curse. Go walk in Echo Slam as it ends once the damage reduction is off. That's pretty much the only option right here because there's no blink for impact. And even then, he's only what, 1? Okay, yeah, he only has 1 point aftershock. Yeah, this game's over. No way.
Well, let's see if South Africa can throw. But I mean, where do you think it all went wrong here for them? Do you think the draft, or do you think the laning stage?
Probably, I guess, obviously a little bit of both, but maybe.
I think Ember seems a bit weird in this game. Like, it's a fine hero, but TA and Ember in the same team seems a bit weird to me. They both want to start farming ancients. They both want to be like the hero that's making, you know, like fighting when they need to fight, hiding when they need to hide, type of thing.
Yeah, and just whenever there's the Tusks, you have to really be watching out for that dual offlane aggressive, whether it's going to be a Techies or an Undying. So, no, it's just like I would have been looking put something else up there, probably something a little bit more, you know, combat oriented. Even something like a Luna probably would have stood a better chance than that Ember, just because he's just simply doesn't really offer much against that. And Gyro was still left in the pool. That's right.
Yeah,
Hookshot's gonna miss with Rage Boss.
Mystic Flare coming down here, gonna get nailed back up. SF gonna be throwing out her BKB and his ulti. And the Clockwork is dead. The Ice Shards gonna catch a really awkward angle. Dreamy trying to stay on the side here. Nice Winter's Curse, and Chelsea taking a lot of damage. Plick gonna get Lagooned, and it's gonna do nothing because of Fraction, but they're just gonna walk up here. Nice Blink Dagger, passed by Chosen One. And it's just Ember Spirits and the Winter Wyvern left to fight the world. RDK gonna try just throw a couple of slides down here, maybe make some plays. Heal comes out, Winter Blast as well, and he carries on home.
It was a surprising amount of damage, I'll give that.
Yeah, the thing is that with the heal of the Undying as well as the SF, you really do have to burst down a single hero very quickly. Or you have to go all in on one target, and as soon as they get healed up, you switch straight away. Like, as soon as they get Glimmer Caped and healed, almost impossible, I think, for the Dire side to make a play and make a kill.
I gotta say, I love this whole Lotus Orb Tusk thing. You see this all the time, and like, he's already got the Snowball for saving allies, but then you're using him as well for the Glimmer Cape and the Lotus Orb too. So, in this game though, pretty much just Winter's Curse, right? And the Hookshot, I guess, but...
Well, Hookshot's not targeted, right?
Or Hookshot wouldn't count, yeah, because it's point target. So it's like, is it just Winter's Curse? Can't be. Meld Strike? That wouldn't count either, right? Because it's a buff.
Nothing else is targeted.
That's so rare that it's only a single ability. Oh wait, I suppose if you targeted someone with Splinter Blast, it would come back and hit the Wyvern and bounce off the Wyvern.
Yeah.
So that's it. pretty interesting. I suppose if there's any items though, that would also affect. But we don't have any. All right, there you go. That is comical. Good game to buy a Lotus Orb then.
And rush number 2 coming out here for the Radiant. They're going to do it probably not as fast as they did last time. Despite new items, they don't have a double damage on their Shadow Fiend. Huge armor reduction though kicking in. Minus 11. I'm going to pick that up. Oh, hook shot coming in. Rage boss.
I don't know if this was the play.
Oh.
I think maybe he thought he finished his 4-step.
And when here we go. 2-5, gonna get locked in. Do they have vision? Or they're gonna try to get a blind stun.
Oh, nice juke.
2-5, sneaky. And there's actually quite a lot of side pressure coming in here from Energy. Me pushing, but I think the Chosen One's just saying, screw it, I'm going straight for your racks. And if they take these racks, they'll either be able to get back and defend, or just go straight for the win. Oh, RDK getting caught out there. Chelsea doing substantial damage.
He's actually going forward as well. He's going to cancel the TP on Plick. Chelsea not even want to deal with him. Just throw the Sigil on and slow him down. Now Scandal comes and gives him help. So Atos, throw with them fires and everything. Give him the love. Give him those concussive shots. Actually, only still seconds for the flare. I'm not sure why Chelsea's Lotus Orb, but I'll allow it.
And yeah, top lane gonna be racked up as of yet. Back, good turn in a few seconds. They're just trying to clear the creeps. And yeah, I think Energy at the moment are just talking about the next game. A little bit foolish of them knowing that there's gonna be like another 5-minute server wait, but
5, 10, 15, you never really know.
Oh, Fissure comes off here. Let's see. Ooh, Smacker's gonna have to BKB here. Just gonna start going man mode.
Using the cogs to his own advantage. Clever.
Kimso's actually gonna die here. Oh, SF coming in, gonna do some huge damage here. Chelsea also back in the fight. Snowball coming in. Razebot's gonna get brought down, or is he really low? Silenced up on the side. RDK coming in as well. He's gonna get silenced in the second. No, managing to scurry away. And Chosen One full HP. Mech up in 6 seconds here. And Scan's gonna get destroyed. No, he's not gonna get healed up by the Dirge. Plick is back in the fight. Chelsea taking a lot of damage. Snowball, JK Lamar heading back in, and the Snowball is almost certainly gonna be the death of Chelsea, and is able to blink away at the last second.
The AC done on Chosen One. He's still swinging away down here. That Battle Fury, though, is putting some serious damage. Scant looks like he's gonna drop, even if it's just Flame Guard. Oh, can the Clever Cape save his life, though? You are on the mid lane. They are almost gonna lose Chelsea.
Oh my god.
Chelsea goes down, but Smacka makes the plays up top. Scant lives.
Smacker Laguna Blade killed the Ember Spirit from full HP.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm like 90% sure it was 1 hit in the Laguna.
Hero.
And so Impact gonna be cleaning up top lane here. A couple of creeps going his way. No Blink Dagger on the horizon for him. Well over 1,100 gold away. And yeah, mid tier 4, 1 fallen, 1 reaching the 50% mark. Yeah, some incredible individual players coming out here from the
Anyway.
Dreamy died on the side to Flick.
straight to the south. Not sure if Scan is just in the middle of this. He's getting desoed right up there with those melt strikes. It'll be alright though, because Laguna Blade's here to save the day. Silence up now on top of your Ember Spirit. Chelsea, he's dropping a little low, but he's got that lovely little Lotus Orb. Now 225 trying to escape. Chelsea's Glimmer himself. Tactical plays coming out here. You're surrounded!
And 2-5.
They're flicking all around 225.
Poor fella.
Worse than being all ice armored up against the Shadow Fiend. Cold Embrace.
I'm
So
actually
sad.
not 100% sure why they haven't called GG here. If there's like there's no comeback strategy, but if it's just a bit of mental games, like refusing to give in and try annoy the Carbon side, maybe make them
It's all tactics.
Yeah, the mentality of South African Dota could write a book on it.
That means we're gonna get techies next game for EN. That's how it works.
Yeah, this Lotus Orb, every time I see Chelsea casting, I'm like, why are you doing? You're just saying Winter Wyvern, use my friends, not me.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3 pushes into the top lane and they've only got 1 tower. Carbon need to just steal the game here. Take it to the next one.
I mean, it's not like it gets any better in the later phases of the game either. That's the thing.
Yeah, there's like just no item progression for the Ember. He got Battle Fury at, what would you say, 23 minutes?
I
So in
believe
10 minutes he's got a Yasha and 1500 gold. It's like 3,500 gold in 15 minutes. Not the greatest.
Alright, this looks like that'll be the end of it here. I guess we're gonna find out though. Blink Yules is ready available. I don't even know who they're about. Possibly 225 is just the one they're just willing to just get rid of. T-Smack is sitting there waiting.
Or, yeah. If I'm taking a little bit of damage on the side, glimmering himself away. And Dreamy in a little bit of an awkward position here at the high ground. Here we go. Chelsea going in, trying to do some damage to RDK. Might shift targets. Going to be going on to Impact. He throws down his ulti, doing a little bit of damage here and there. And Rage Boss taking some good damage. Plick is going to bring down Smacker. That's a lot of gold. 1,600 going his way. They need to start, I think, going for objectives here. Tier 4s are under pressure. Scan's going to take down the ranged racks. I think they actually have to back out here. It's a really, really awkward situation.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous, that DD.
Oh, and his dust used off here as well. Scan's in a lot of trouble. SF going to throw down an ulti. Impact brought down first RDK.
Oh,
does
nice
he have any
blink.
remnants? What he does have is slides at fist, and he's taking so much damage. Chelsea's going to hunt him down. The silence is on him. Not even needed. Chelsea throwing up Rage Boss into the air. Chosen One just going ham. Going to get ultied by 2-5. And Scans is in an awkward position here in no man's land.
The hookshot's actually available now. They won't chase him
Yeah.
down. Oh, that might be an issue. That whole throne dying thing.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 cores are dead for poor Carbon. Anyway, not a significant enough comeback there from Energy. Getting some nice kills at the end, but I guess it was just too little too late. Anyway guys, well, thanks for tuning in. This is the Gigabyte Dota 2 challenge, South African Dota at its finest. The winners bracket semi-final will continue to the short break. Carbon are now 1-0 up as we head into game number 2 of this best of 3. My name is Knoxville. Me at Knoxville ZA, as well as Motpax at Motpax, MOTPAX. See you guys in a few minutes.
just want you. I just want you. The words I never said but wanted to. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Oh, but these thoughts won't let you go. They keep running back to you. Whoa. I just want you. Just want you. Just want you. And I'm bleeding words. They escape me, the recoil it hurts. And I can't look the other way. I'm chasing starlight to find it's died away. Breathe it in. It's just now. We're just falling. And we won't always free fall back to nothing. 'Cause I'm just starting to learn. I've always been chasing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for game number 2 here between Carbon and Energy Evolution. This is the Gigabyte Dota 2 challenge. My name is Knoxville, joining Modpax in this epic adventure as we take it to the second game. Carbon took game number 1 pretty convincingly. We found the server almost immediately. Everything is great. Everything's going well.
Wow. Yeah, I hadn't even realized. That's good. And look, they're gonna ban out that Spirit Breaker again. Carbon not taking any chances. Oh, now here's interesting. They have first pick, so they can ban whatever they want here, and then Energy has to ban out the bounty unless they want to play against it. One assumes they don't.
Yeah, Carbon opting for first pick this game, and Energy Eva said, okay, well, we'll take Radiance.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess we're just hoping they can get stacks going. It's not quite as one-sided as it was prior to TI. I think it is still pretty up in the air where the teams want the Radiant or they want the Dire, and they're actually going to ban the SF.
I can't talk about that, Ramo.
What can't you talk about? Radiant versus Dire?
I can't talk about whether teams preferred Radiance or Dire or first pick or second pick.
Jeez.
It's all private. But here's that bounty hunter, you called it.
Yeah, that's probably the most obvious pick. And with the Spirit Breaker in the pool, that's very nice too. Definitely probably the best hero for keeping track of the bounty and shutting them down. Does mean that they're going to get the lean and the tusk. They're not playing around this game. They're like, look, we saw what you guys did. Easy peasy, we'll do the same thing. Now, we'll see how Carbon would like to respond to this and maybe what Energy Evolution could have looked for last game. Immediately coming to mind, something like the PL. Pretty nice in a situation like this, but it's a little hard to pick them up so early. It would mean you get to ban out the Ember and possibly the Gyrocopter in the next banning phase, but he is very escapable from like the Ice Shards and even from the LSA setup with the Yules.
Yeah, I mean, another solid idea could possibly be like the banning out the Earthshaker. If you're Carbon, you don't want to have a defensive support that can help the leaner out against something like a Bounty Hunter, or turn around a fight.
Yeah. As well, Carbon could also look for it, but by the looks of it, they're going to have the Bounty of the Bane, so unless they're going to remain running the off-lane Earthshaker, they might look to ban that out, and you can see they're already banning out one of the defensive supports, the Dazzle, maybe hoping that Evolution will spend a ban on the Earthshaker. Other popular mids, they have already lost the Queen of Pain, so left in the pool. A lot of these camp clearers.
Yeah, so if the Bane is picked up here, we have to see, I think, Mirana ban from Energy Evolution. It's just such a solid combination, and it's a dual lane that allows the Bounty Hunter to roam so freely. Like, you can't go solo off lane against that combo.
Oh yeah, no. Dead. The other nice thing to pair with the Bane is those global strategies we'll see every once in a while. So, wow, they're actually going to ban the PL.
I mean, it's very, very solid against the Bounty because the Doppelgang removes track.
Hero.
And there's an Earthshaker ban as well. That's weird. I actually thought that they might be considering picking it.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how they run the Tusk and grab the Ember Spirit again. So clearly a comfortable hero. Also fairly good this meta, and there won't be a PL to counter, but up against the Bounty, the Flame Guard can be very nice, saving for some early ganks of the Shuriken. Won't help you against Brain Sap though. And let's see.
So,
Do you think Gyro's gonna slip through the untouched again?
I think Gyro could be really good for Carbon. I think it'd be a really good pick. Like, it could work for Energy, but probably not enough space. That is if Lina was to play support. I do like Lina and Tuskar as a support duo.
Oh yeah,
very LGD-esque in some ways. Wow,
alright, here we go.
Yeah,
popular. Like the higher skill games, not necessarily competitive, but in like higher skill pubs, I see a lot of Wraith King on the front page of like the live games. Surprising. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's about, to be honest.
Okay, so Storm. What do we? I mean, it's weird to me that they pick a Storm into a Bounty Hunter, given that Bounty Hunter is such a effective harassing hero early on, and Storm is a hero that just struggles so much until level 6.
Yeah, the Bane, the best roaming hero. I mean, obviously the bounty hunter is gonna be sitting there, but a lot of time you'll end up with this like TPing in Earthshaker, and he'll fish her into the bounty hunter and everything else like that. But it does definitely allow them to say like, okay, what kind of like a mid do we want to go with? But it might be a safe lane Storm, honestly. Should send the Ember mid. That might be the solution to this, because
Ember's pretty fine against Bounty Hunter, I think. I think that the sleight of hand is reasonable when the bounty comes to harass you, gets locked in position under your tower. That can almost always lead to a cross kill. You don't die outright.
yeah, I'd really like to see that Mirana. Send the Bane and the Mirana to the off lane. Yourself on mid, send the Wraith King. He could probably, well, that's not
See,
gonna
that's the thing
go.
is Wraith King in that case has to be playing a call.
Yeah.
Unless...
I assume. Yeah, but he can't solo is the only issue. Alright.
So silence it for the mid.
I assume so, and then
He does well against both Ember and Stormstream.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good. So now you have to find some sort of an offlaner that's left. The Clockwork remains not the best up against the Ember Spirit and the Storm Spirit. No real silencing offlaners these days. Don't think you're gonna want the Centaur. It doesn't make a lot of sense here. I don't know why is the offlane pool so shallow? It's like Sand King is like the one that comes to mind to me right here from what I yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you'll be able to fight. Maybe you just go Clockwork simply because he can battle it. Oh, Darkseer, that would be really good. So, similarly, Clockwork's one of those other offlaners that can kind of hold his own.
Yeah, Darkseer is actually really solid with the Wraith King, speeding him up, and Iron Shell, you know, very, very pesky thing to deal with. Apparently, when I didn't mute earlier when I was typing, so sorry about that.
Oh.
Rip ears. Apparently, like everyone's ears, I can't hear. But yeah, last pick here. Okay, so it's going to be the hero that Energy themselves actually banned last game. They didn't want to see Carbon run a Rubik along with the Tuskar. And Carbon banning the hero that they picked last game, which was the Undying. So I imagine this is going to be something like a Smacker mid silencer and Chosen One Wraith King safe lane. Although Smacker himself has actually played quite a lot of Wraith King, so either we're going to be seeing the Bounty Hunter go to the off lane and a more traditional support picked up here, or the whole thing is going to just be changed around and we're going to be seeing Bounty Hunter roaming, Bane supporting the Wraith King. Could also see actually an aggro dual lane coming, aggro dual or tri lane come out here. So Solar safe lane Storm, mid Ember.
Called
See
it.
what whatever Chelsea picked. Okay, so Chelsea aka Laka going for that Sand King.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like something that would make a lot of sense this game, so they'll opt for it. Something to go clear some stacks in the jungle.
Also pretty solid in terms of the mid game team fights when you have Silencer ulti and Sand King ulti. Anyway, I'll take us through the Radiant side once more. This time it's going to be Energy on the Radiant side. They're going to have Flick on the Storm Spirit, RDK on the Ember Spirit, Spirits and Arms, Rage Boss heading to the off lane, he's on the Tuskar, 2-5 and impact on supporting on Lina and Rubik respectively.
Oh, sorry. And on the Dire side, it's going to be Chelsea on the Sand King, Dreamy on the Bounty Hunter. So it's Chosen One headed the mid lane on the Silencer. It's going to be Scan, Bane, Smacker, Wraith Kings.
Interesting circlets early on, going for that obviously Magic Wand, a high priority item for something like a Wraith King, needs the mana. Skirmish is very, very effective. But
Dreamy,
yeah,
he's probably going to go for this ward, is he? Or no? He's just going deep. And find what rune they want to contest. Oh, is he going for the courier ward? So let's see. When that storm comes mid, oh, he already has mana. I wonder when he sees Silencer, do you think he'll ferry to south? I suppose he can already see the Chosen One's picked up the Silencer, so.
Yeah, but Chosen One and Smacker alternate lanes at times,
Oh, I see.
so it's not like a given, you know. So Rageboss picks up the rune, but
Oh no.
is gonna die, and I think not very important, but quite importantly is that it's gonna give 2 intelligence to the Silencer, and a little bit of BM happening here.
I mean, he did get the rune. Isn't that worth?
Ooh. I think in almost any other game it is worth, but losing 2 intelligence on a hero like this is actually like a huge
Oh
loss.
yeah, that forgot about that.
And Impact standing behind, he's got boots first, and he's standing behind the tower. Going to be stacking up here, and very, very possibly going to be doing some countering of any bounty shenanigans.
Hero. Chelsea. A little bit of trouble. Hasn't skilled anything yet though, but 225 is kind of giving him that positioning. I'm not sure if. Oh yeah, he's used the Dragon Slave. Never mind. So he knows there's no LSA.
But this is so annoying. What's happening is Dreamy comes in to harass. The only response is to drop a static remnant, and then Silencer follows up and throws down a last word on you. And you can't cast another spell. Anyway, here's a Sentry Ward that's popped down here. Dreamy gonna have to pull it back a bit. Oh, Sentry on the low gun. Oh, they do tango. They both tango at the same time. Now Dreamy's safe because no Sentry.
That was weird that he just gave away the sentry like that. Looks
Action
like
on
top
something?
lane. Yeah,
Rage
Snowball
bots.
trying to keep him alive, but he'll just stop. Pretty hard lane for him to get anything done. Maybe Ice Shards for last hits was essentially the only option. I'm not sure if he was trying to get a pull off and maybe that's what got him caught out, but yeah, he did opt for this ward. It's so popular these days. Just slap it right up there on the high ground and gives vision for something like this. It's like they'll just go right down in the mid lane.
And the timing is actually really awkward because Impact was heading towards the bottom lane to try get a rune, and it was the Invis rune.
So Scant will be here. Oh, there's
Oh,
another
they
sentry
actually see him.
playing it cool.
Need to sleep him out.
Oh my god.
Body block coming
Everyone's
in.
here. Sleep. Oh,
Oh,
here's the mana.
uh,
That could be an
A lot of
issue.
damage actually coming in here for Scans. Gonna pull back. So first death of the game, it's the Silencer. Fortunately for Energy Evo, doesn't return any of their intelligence upon death. So they're still the smarter.
That would be such a nerf. It'd be so satisfying though. See all your mana suddenly return.
I remember playing a game where enemy Leshrac had lost all his intelligence but 1 or something like that. It was disgusting. Anyway, the harassment continues in the bottom lane here. Dreamy doing some good damage. Sun coming out. It's gonna have to get a perfect light strike array. They split really nicely. Dreamy's taking a little bit of damage here, but so what? He's gonna have a stun in a few seconds here. And Dreamy's going for it. Oh, gets it.
Wow.
Boys.
That must have been close.
A lot of damage coming out here on Plick. He's only level 3, but look how much damage he's taken, having to use his full bottle. And the 4-minute rune couldn't come soon enough. Top lane. Oh, nice dodge over there by Rage Boss. Using Snowball to dodge a Wraith Fire Blast. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Impact gonna get brought down. RDK gonna get brought down by the Lina, who returns to the fray. And Sandstorm gonna try this joint. A little bit of the damage, but still dusted up. Not anything. Oh, fortunate for the Storm Spirits, grabbing that regen rune. And bounty stolen in the top lane by the Tusker. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to as disastrous as last. That's for certain.
Yeah, ODK's having a fine start this time. I mean, there's no pressure put on him now.
Oh,
and
Rage Boss. Drop. Wow. 3 points in the last word. That is so brutal. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure exactly what Illidan's build is and G's build is on Silencer, but I don't think that they take. I don't think that they go 0, 2, 3. I think they almost always take like one level of Curse of the Silence and one of Glaze.
These days, I see like no Curse the Silent, like ever.
Yeah.
So strange.
I think they obviously mix it up according to, like, if you're playing safe lane, Curse can be really good against the dual lane. Get way more value.
Yeah.
But Smacker in the top lane just farming. A little bit interested to see what item he goes. He goes Hannah Midas.
I'm pretty okay with that. Very helpful because he hit the natural crits, of course, so attack speed's always going to be good. And then he's not exactly, you know, the fastest farmer these days.
Yeah. So a little
Hard
bit
for him to
interesting.
take camps.
A little bit interesting trivia for about Smacker. He got his Dota 2 key in 2011, about August 2011. And he got his from the Gossy Gamers challenge on Techies, the last hit challenge. He was like the second highest in the world. Most last hits on Techies, no items, no spells, at like 10 minutes or something.
Wow.
Oh, RDK, getting a pick off. Finally, they managed to punish that pesky little bounty in the bottom lane. And Scant's gonna scurry away here. Not gonna be able to get hunted down.
Yeah, not going to be quite enough reach with that remnant there, so. And to actually be able to get himself a free bounty rune, too. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, so 6 minute 20-second, not the earliest timing on Midas, but certainly a fine timing.
Oh, yeah. He'll be totally fine with that. He's completely unopposed up here now, too.
And yeah, actually using a lane creep as opposed to jungle creep, so just want to put more pressure in the top lane here. There's no responses yet. And Plick going for a couple of jungle attacks here.
Oh. Did he get... I wasn't able to tell how much experience Dreamy
No,
had.
it was only like less than a quarter of a level. Falling in, he has chosen one. Actually, level 6 hasn't taken his ulti yet. Gone 0-3-3. And a nice stun coming in here on Plick. They're gonna just bring down straight away. Like, taking a lot of damage. Nice light strike array from 2-5. And the Red Fire Blast coming in here. They're gonna try to turn this around on Rage Boss. So much intelligence up for grabs here if they can just bring this down. And he's juking back so nicely. But he's gonna get brought down.
Spot him, though. Oh no, they're gonna get impact as well.
Yeah.
Behind the trees, Dreamy's gonna find him.
And you can see Chosen
There's
One.
no mana.
I don't know if you watched Chosen One, but he just moved in here into the tree to make sure he was in range to steal
Yeah.
it on up. So he's stolen 12 intelligence already, and we're 6 minutes into the game.
It's okay, I suppose. That's fairly good.
That's like 200. That's like 100 mana.
Chelsea has found their stack.
Like
This is a
over that, it's like
disaster.
153 mana or something like that. 143 mana, something stupid like that. I can't do math now. It's like 9 o'clock at night.
Heals. Yeah, B13. Wow.
Yeah, so like
Easy Dota.
actually pretty close to getting his blink dagger if you think about it. He's got the jungle to fall back on, and he needs 900 gold, so that's probably like 2.5 minutes in the jungle, 3 minutes in the jungle. And he's got 2 points up in Sandstorm, so things will be good. And Smacker in the top lane, going to be taking a little bit of pressure from Plick here, but I don't think he's got anything to worry about. He does have his ulti up. There's no natural ways to burn mana on the side of energy, so whatever.
Whatever, man.
Oh, action in the middle lane.
Yeah.
Chosen One might be forced to pop his ulti. No, he's actually so fast. Look how fast he is with the haste rune, just scurrying.
Yeah, I'm taking the didn't take notice of that bottle. Prior to that gank.
Some action in the bottom lane here. RDK. Silence going off on him, and they're going to have to use it defensively to try scurry on out here. Impact's moving forward here. And as this dust finishes on Dreamy, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back.
This is starting to get a little bit out of control here in terms of the graphs. It's about 3,000 now on each side of it. And gold. Smacking now up to the treads. I imagine we'll see the drums build pretty common right now. It feels like this is a team that likes to fight and push their advantage, so I can see that still being the option. Then again, Scant might be one of those guys who's like stats man. He knows. I want to get some value out of that Midas. I want a big item.
Oh, look at Plick over here. Oh, it's in an interesting position, but Smacker not able to just press on up and enclose him there. Storms that have to use like a lot of their mana defensively always seems so terrible. Oh, and 2-5 making a play in the bottom lane. Looks like the Sentry Ward was the Bounty Hunter's undoing.
Yeah, desperately trying to get up to his 6. He might have just been trying to find a little bit of experience in the jungle, see if there's anyone farming up some camps. But no towers down yet.
I actually just noticed this now that the top is bugged out. When I set the 1 game advantage to Cobbs, that's not showing.
Oh yeah, it's bugged. It doesn't work reborn right now.
But
just reborn things.
But yeah, the current score is actually 1-0 to Carbon. Just tuning in though.
Alright, they're gonna try this play again here. There's the ice shard. Time.
Yeah, I think Rage Boss just committed to dying here.
It certainly looks this way.
Oh, and Lean is also coming for a quick feed. Chosen One taking a lot of damage here. He's really tanky, but not tanky enough. And Smacker gonna just be doing some smacking here of his own. He needs stun in a few seconds. Is Plick gonna have it? No, he's not. The Shuriken finishing it off. So 4 for 1 is the core silence that finally drops.
Silence lasts so long.
It was actually,
seconds.
yeah. But the thing is, he was so close to having his global ulti. Like 1 second away. Yeah, mid tower. Definitely gonna fall in the next couple of seconds or so. Smack is already standing behind. I think he's gonna go straight for Blink Dagger here, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but the only other thing would be they do have the Blink Dagger up on
Tanking.
their sinking, Chelsea,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Either way, I'd be fine with Blink too, because there is the Ember Spirit and getting on top of the lean is important. All the tower is full HP, other than mid, obviously. So full.
Incredible. Quick pause as 225 DC's out, so let's transition over to the net worth chart. See that this game, unlike the previous, RDK is actually staying up there. He's not being harassed as much as he was in the past. He's been involved in a couple of fights. Hasn't died yet, got a couple of assists, so all in all, having a significantly better game than he did last time. But it's Plick this time who's punished really. Only in 4th place. And all of the supports are so low, so poor on the side of energy. Here it comes back 2-5.
Woohoo! Whee!
And yeah, I think this is like a very important thing is like if you compare Tuskar to Sand King, it's like double the net worth, over double the net worth on the Sand King.
That might have an impact.
I see what you did there, but he's on Rubik. JK. I'm waiting for you to say I hate you. But yeah, RDK for the first time, I think, having to play a little bit defensive in this bottom lane. And actually going to be TPing home. Good time to be defensive.
Yeah.
Some
Look at
evil
that
off the
ward. It's just so risky with Chosen One with the global silence. He knows there's a Blink Dagger up. Skank it down up here. PN into a Blink burrow.
I think that they're just going to try trade tier 1s. F-lane tier 1s. Oh, I think Scan's going to rip though.
Yeah, he knows he's dead.
But 5 heroes revealed in the top lane. It's a race, it's a race! I think it's going to be a draw in the case that both of them are going to get power and then move on out. I can't see Energy trying to stagger TPs to the bottom lane to try to defend.
Sounds a little risque.
Yeah, there's also a bug in Reborn if you like both TP in to a tower, but on the like extreme opposites. Because if it's a clock, you go to the opposite side. And you don't get any penalty. You'll both arrive at the same time.
Really? I haven't heard of that one. It sounds slightly broken. You can see what Energy are forced to do here. They're afraid of the Bounty Hunter plus the power of the Blink's Burrow Strike, so they're just roaming together, hoping to get some kills, but see some good wards coming from Scant. They have also spotted it with their deeper Radiant jungle, and Chelsea's moving up here because he wants to try and set up some sort of a play. Get that big epicenter going. And there's another ATOS. A rare item, but we'll get it 2 games in a row, this time on our core Silencer Chosen One in the mid lane. And what about Dreamy? He's already got up the Arcane Boots. Obviously, he'll be going for something like that Glimmer Cape. Alright, here we go. This is play right now. Zip, Snowball coming in as well, and Scant is just simply dead. The global into the epicenter.
God.
Hello. That's
Easy
sexy Bambo.
peasy. The only negative is that Silencer wasn't there to steal 2 more experience from each of those. I mean, 2 more intel from each of those heroes.
True.
But yeah, Wraith King opted for the Maelstrom. So I think listening to the advice that you were saying about the Sand King already having a Blink Dagger, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it as like either his next item or the one after that.
Yeah, it's also just because like you gotta farm stack camps and just keep up in this game or in the new like the way people are picking heroes against an Ember Spirit and a Storm Spirit and a Lina. Like you can't be just farming creep waves. There's no way you're gonna keep up. He's doing a little bit of espionage work here. He'll spot out Click.
Yeah,
Oh,
track
good
getting
thing he
used.
doesn't have dust. That would be dangerous.
There's actually dust on the Rubik, so maybe they're gonna go for yellow dust here.
I'd surely be tempted. Perhaps thinking he's TP'd out, but they're all in full vision because they're running right next to a tracked up Storm Spirit.
Oh, they're trying to cause a fight here. Maka taking a lot of damage. He's gonna go forward. He's actually just going ham. He's gonna bring down one before anything else happens.
T25's just leaving like, oh, I'm out of here, but gonna be caught by the Wraith Fire Blast. Now Rage Bot's completely out of mana. Not even gonna be able to get a snowball off. Oh, he's got a wand. Alright, he'll have 1 snowball to try and survive this Dreamy. I assume they're gonna put the focus on him while the remnants are still dropping for Click. He's got mana. He's got the Soul Ring still left as well, so plenty of zip time left. Track bonus Moose Build. They're gaining on him. Dreamy gonna get pulled. And now there'll be a Burrow Strikes thing. Finish off Click. Play there, but RDK, he's in. He's coming back. Maka dropping low. Obviously already lost the ultimate. The Maelstrom though, but dropped to the Fade Bolt and then a few more of the fire zips as we call them. Chelsea will get out. Meanwhile, Scant is always on the complete. He's playing AA or something this game. Every time his team starts, he's on the exact opposite side of the map.
Yeah, Teamfight
Some
recap.
good ward down.
Teamfight recap suggests that that was a win for both teams, but a bigger win for Energy. 1,000, 1,300 going their way. Only 300 on Carb side, so yeah, Scant is trying to just direct from afar, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's important that you get this vision down, and they certainly won't be expecting it, because they won't even be thinking that they've been like down that way. So you look, they even spotted that ward placement there too, and there are sentries there from Impact, so he'll probably get, he'll put them down around here is the big spot. See if he catches this ward too.
Poor Rage Boss doing a lot of good work here and blocking out here. Dreamy coming in, but I think the track is actually going to give enough move speed advantage. And track
he's still
getting thrown
track.
on and Dreamy, it's huge.
It's one of the better ways you can make a comeback in a game like this. Track gold. That Rubik's stolen track gold.
That's actually something I haven't considered. Is like who averages the highest track gold while on Bounty Hunter as a pro player?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up. stats. I haven't looked up any bounty hunter stats, honestly. Like, when Pilot Die was playing it, and then, like, the Fear... I used to love that position 1 bounty hunter. That was, like, the funnest shit. Fear played that a few times. I would guess... I don't know,
Probably-
he just gets banned out so much. It's hard to even remember who played him the most.
Yeah.
It'd be Fi. FY. Gotta be.
Oh, smoked up. Energy looking for something here. Smack is the one here they don't want to run into. Oh, but Chosen One taking so much damage. Chelsea could be so huge if he gets in here.
He needs a couple procs going here. He can try and hold one off, but he's so slow, he doesn't have... Oh yeah, he does. Just super slow. Oh, Scant, get him.
Oh, Dreamy. Yeah, they're trying to bring down Impact here. One little casual Shuriken. And RDK gonna get brought down here. Another more intelligence going their way.
Yeah, I found one. That Fiend's grip off. Probably looking towards his own Blink Dagger, I'm sure.
Yeah, or maybe even Glimmercape. A game like this.
Yeah, that'd be fine too. I mean, there's already those 2 Blinks now up there, so... Smacka, probably... Safe to just go for the KB at this point. I feel like he's already doing quite a bit of damage.
I remember Smacker was actually quite a big fan of... I think it was him who went Blade Mail quite a lot on Wraith King.
Pretty good this game. There's a lot of AoE damage they can't control.
Yeah. This was at a time, I think, when like Tyranitar was big in the fray. Magnus, you know, like the whole Wombo combo.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, we're 20 minutes in here, and the Battle Fury finished up on the Ember Spirit, and he's got about 200 gold, so... let's call it 20 minutes that he got it in. A little bit faster than the previous game. Still not an amazing start, but I think pretty decent nonetheless. Like, the only times he wasn't farming or wasn't getting gold at a good rate was when there was like very clearly a threat to his life in the bottom lane. Oh, and Dreamy doing some good scouting here. Well, they're gonna just try to pick off Rage Boss. I think this is a pretty easy.
That might have been unnecessary.
Oh, track stolen once again. Dreamy gonna get brought down here. Sleep come out onto Rubik. And that stun was a little bit awkward over there by Laka. But look how quickly he pops. RDK trying to dodge the stun. Gets Fiend's gripped up here. Laka's taking a lot of tower damage. Mustn't get caught here. Does get caught. And doesn't matter. RDK is still gonna get brought down. But Laka just trying to like stop taking tower damage and move just too close to where the Light Strike array was going. And look at this comeback over here by Plick, moving his way up into the second in team net worth.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. He's been doing a lot of split pushing.
Yeah, and he's got
Trying to
finished
push
up
these
Orchids. And he's interesting how he's going BKB before Bloodstone. I think in this game, it wouldn't, like, it's not amazing, but I think you need kind of both, really.
Yeah.
Because Global Silence, you have to BKB out of, but at the same time, Fiend's Grip is always there to hold you down.
Let's see. I think Dreamy will spot these two out again, but there's no sentry here. The old track and run play.
Yeah, there is a use up on Dreamy. Oh, some pings coming out. And they're kind of where he is. Oh, they've lost him.
That's a nice deep board too.
Oh, Dreamy gonna get baited in here.
Just a wee bit too deep, but it's alright. I mean, they're still sitting on the Aegis.
Yeah. So
I like that they put it on Chosen and not the Wraith King. I find it so underwhelming on Wraith King.
Yeah, the thing is, normally if Wraith King dies twice, he's coming back and he's the only one alive.
Yeah, it's so rare that you're going to be bringing him down and then, I don't know, no one else on the team and then him
Bottom
again.
lane, RDK.
It's easy.
Another bit of intel. So 24 now stolen.
That's 50
Silence.
seconds. Might even be the tower. They don't have that much right click, but it looks like they're going to TP mid, try and
Oh,
get a hand
Smacker
here.
taking quite a lot of damage, and tracks are going off on him. Global silence, a little
Oh,
bit too
it's
late,
so
like half a
good.
second too late. And Chelsea just going to try to bring down Impact. Storm comes in, Dreamy taking a lot of damage. The mech gets popped off as well. Gonna die to Orchids. Flicker's gonna
no.
just die for that. See, that's the thing, is like Flicker's made some really, really good plays this game, but almost always Carbon are in a position to punish him straight away. Like if you think about it at the top tower when it dived him, he managed to kill the bounty hunter, but then he died straight away to Scant, who was incoming. Scant in the Wraith King.
Yeah.
So bottom tower takes a fall, and it's Carbon who just pressuring more and more, just denying the map control that Energy quite desperately need, I think, for the Storm and the Ember. Scant's taking a little bit of damage. Here comes Laka in from the side, and there's so much damage. Smacker really just doesn't care. He's just going ham, and he's going to accept the offering that is Impact. And Wazmak just going to town. Smacker, another one in the base.
Oh my god, they're all dead?
It's a full 5-man team wipe.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going to push middle. A little bit of harass will come onto
look
the
at
tower.
this AC just going to work though. Even with Chosen One, this is so good. There's a Storm Spirit, but he can't do anything here. He can do some cheesy zip TPs, and that's just about it if he wants to try and wipe this wave. But only level 2, I don't know how much it's going to do the creep. Looks like he'll go for it. Oh yeah, it'll drop, but the melees are still so. No way he can like wipe out back doors or anything like that. Definitely gonna lose the melee, if not the range too. The safer play would be to back now, but it looks like they'll opt for it. It is a lot of gold for range racks these days now.
To be honest, I think they would be very happy to have a 5v5 fight right now.
Yeah. The only worry I'd have would be like double storm. Because the buyback. Oh, actually, he doesn't have buyback, so never mind.
I think if you, yeah. Oh, stun. Global silence coming off here. RDK gonna take a little bit of a damage. They did get the Glimmer Cape on him. Stun coming forward from Laka. Rage Boss gonna get brought down here by Smack, or is he just gonna explode right at the end there? They're gonna bring down one, they're gonna bring down
like
2.
Flies.
Look, it's just taking so much damage. And finally they're gonna have to back it out. And maybe re-engage here in a second as soon as Blink is off cooldown. Smacker just gonna go in. Oh, really nice stun over there by Chelsea. And Flicker's the last man alive. He pops his BKB, gets brought down. It's a full 5-man team wipe. And GG, well played, is called by Energy Esports. They know that they're done. Carbon move on into the winners bracket final.
Wow.
A clean and easy 2-0.
That was very well played again from Carbon. I like the draft. A little unconventional going with like the Silencer Wraith King combo, but you saw its powers. They brought down that Wraith King once the Ancients, yes, but then he popped back up and the Global Silence went and oh man. Oof. Was not enough farm to deal with them.
So Carbon take it 2-0. I mean, one would expect Energy to fight their way back through the losers bracket. This is a double elimination tournament, and maybe we'll be seeing them in the loser bracket final. Possibly against Carbon once again, if Carbon fall to Bravado Emotion or Noob, who are going to be playing off against each other later in the week. I don't believe that's actually on right now, but nonetheless, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. Thanks very much to Nav TV as well as Gigabyte for putting on the fantastic tournament, the Gigabyte Dota 2 Challenge, and also the big shout outs and thanks to Dota 2 Lounge. My name is Knoxville. I was casting this wonderful series with Mockpax. Check him out at Twitter at Mockpax, MOTPAX. Myself, Knoxville ZA, NOXVILLEZA. We're on the stream at the bottom. Be able to give us a follow. Obviously, don't criticize us on Twitter because criticism is for Reddit and only Reddit. And we'll see you soon for some more action, I guess. Cheers. Shoutouts? Any shoutouts, Mockpax? Come on, shoutouts.
Lately I've been shouting out Pimp. I'll shout out Pimp again. I don't know
Shout
why.
out to Pimp,
He'll never
Michael.
see this, so fine. Adios, folks.
Horus.